So hello everybody. Today I'm joined by Rolly. Rolly, thank you for taking the time today. Could you do a quick intro of who you are and what it is that you do?
Sure. Hi, I'm Rolly. I'm a GP in Doncaster, and I own a online wellness business where we support Christian women in breaking free from dieting cycle, helping them lose weight, build their confidence, and just give them a lasting, healthy lifestyle, a lasting path to a healthy lifestyle.
Amazing, amazing. Well, thank you for taking some time today, Rolly. So for context for the viewers, we first met in February, it was. Geez, that's gone very, very
Yeah,
quick.
it
It's
was
gone
somewhere
very
there.
fast. So I guess, yeah, so to give some context then, I guess when you first met me back in Feb, like what was the main frustration that you were facing with this online business that you were hoping that I could help with?
I think it's the flow of clients. That was my main goal at the time was, okay, I need to find a consistent way of getting clients
Yeah.
that is sort of a repeatable way that I'm consistent. I'm sure it's gonna, rinse and repeat, if you can call it that way. Just
Yeah.
there's a consistent pathway and it will result in getting clients.
Yeah, nice. And so I guess what was your obviously what you wanted was that flow, but how did you feel at the time about how to do lead generation, how to book calls, how to get sales? What was your take on that side of it?
It just felt really confusing. I mean, I had been doing some other things, trying to, use a funnel, and it was to some degree, it's almost like stalling. So it's not really flowing as
Yeah.
you would expect. There was always some kind of kink in the flow. And so it
Yeah.
wasn't really generating leads on a consistent basis, basically, or
Mm.
at least leads that were going into a consult. So I was running ads that were generating leads, but there was no communication between me and them as such that would turn
Yeah.
them from just leads into clients. So I
Yeah.
guess that's where the issue was. So it was frustrating because I was putting in the effort and the time and um, seeing these people come into my mailing list, but taking them from that into being clients,
Mm.
I didn't know. I wasn't able to bridge that gap. And so, yeah, it was
Yeah.
mostly I was just confused on how to move forward.
Yeah, fair enough. And I appreciate you sharing that actually, because I think a lot of people will resonate with that where they've run in ads to get people on their mailing list and then they're on the mailing list and you're like, what the hell do I do with them then? Like, do you know total how many leads you generated on there and how many calls you booked, or was it like zero calls booked from all of that?
So from the that time, I generated up to 700 leads
Mm.
and booked probably 12, or let's say 15. If we're being generous, I would say
Oh
15
wow.
calls.
Okay, it's quite a big gap. Okay. And so when we first met then in February, what obviously after we had our call, what was it that made you decide to go ahead and start working together?
I think the method just made sense,
Mm.
um, because what I realized was the bridge between getting the leads into the mailing list and getting them to actually book a call was the communication, because
Yeah.
what we try to do is send emails to try and
Yeah.
prompt them to book a call. That's what I was trying to do. But that's more of a one way. I'm just sending them emails. They're not
Mm.
necessarily responding back. And actually, one person did book a call by responding to the email and saying, "Oh, I really love this. I want to book a call." And that was one single person that did that.
Yeah.
But it was the intention of the emails wasn't to create a conversation.
I
So
see.
when I realized your method was talking about creating a conversation rather than just sending emails that are supposed to motivate them, like, internally to do something, it's felt more aligned. It made sense. It
Mm.
felt like this makes sense actually. Just like if you go into a store and the clerk sees your whoever in the store say, "Hello, how can I help you?" That's how they try to get you to engage with their services and their products. So
Mm. Yeah. No, cool, amazing. And so I guess then it'd be cool if you could break down a bit of the results you've seen in our time working together with the ads up and running in the system.
Yeah, so I've really enjoyed having the experience of just having conversations with the women that I want to work with, the women that I'm here to serve.
Yeah,
And that's another thing I liked about your method is the idea of thinking like we are serving people. We want to come, show up and serve our
yeah,
audience. We don't just want to take from them. We really want to give. And so I've really enjoyed that experience of just having that conversation with these women, really getting to understand them better and know really what they are after, and almost confirming how what I've understood in some ways and learning more from them. And
mm,
yeah, on a consistent basis, I'm generating leads daily, and conversations are happening, calls are being booked on a regular basis. So I feel like on a weekly basis, I am booking 2 to 5 calls, and that really
nah,
also depends on what I have the time to do as well.
yeah,
So I would say average 3 calls a week, and that's been consistent. And obviously the leads are coming in, through my Instagram page on a regular basis, you know, and yeah, I'm very, very happy with the results.
nice, cool. And in terms of conversion, have you converted any of those just yet, or?
Yeah, I have had some conversions. So I think a total of three,
Oh, amazing,
three
nice,
conversions.
amazing,
Um, yeah, at varying price points, but I would
nice.
say that's the total.
Nice, good, well done. And again, very, very happy for you. Just you applied it, you got it done, and you followed it. So amazing stuff. And I guess for you now, then, like, what's your take on it? Or obviously, you've gone from a system that was bringing you leads, but not really bookings, and now you've got obviously this consistency and this thing that you can rely on. Like, how do you feel about it all now?
It feels more confident, you have that sense of, okay, I have like a projection. I can actually project what to expect and
Yeah.
how, what I'm gonna outlook and outcome, rather than we're just going blindly and we're not quite sure. So yeah, I think it's really built my confidence in the business. For me, it's a passion, what I'm doing. I'm passionate about it. So I dedicate a lot of time and energy into it, regardless of how profitable it's been. I've
Yeah.
just put my time into it because I love to do this. So, but having that, you know, reward or compensation of, okay, it's knowing actually that it's resonating with people, because you
Mm,
get that feedback from the chats. Just by chatting with people, you get feedback that, oh yes, this is resonating. Yes, we do need this. We want this, in the health and wellness space. We want someone who is bringing a Christian perspective. So
mm,
that builds confidence, and that just makes me want to keep going and keep giving more. And yeah, I'm looking forward to helping more people and seeing where it all goes. So I'm excited.
nice.
Yeah.
No, good. No, good. I'm glad. And so, like for me, I really enjoyed working with you. Just very easy to work with. You had a very cool niche. You was very clear on what you wanted, and you just implemented it, and you got what you wanted out of it. What's been your favorite part of working together?
I think the consistency, having someone that you're consistently checking in with and is having that support,
Yeah.
consistency, accountability, and the support that is really, really actually supportive, not just like not only after the pay, but after my own growth, my business growth, and the outcomes that I get. So I've really, really enjoyed that. Just the same philosophy that you teach in the program of being there to serve and being there to support the people that are, in your space, in your community, is exactly what I've experienced working with you.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. I appreciate that. That means a lot. And so I've got second to last question here. I've got one which I think the audience will find interesting. If this doesn't resonate, then that's fine. But did you have any hesitations or objections before signing up? Anything that nearly stopped you or?
I think, yeah, I probably did, because I remember when I saw the ad. I think I'd seen the ad few times before I actually clicked it. And then, because I was just thinking, oh, to be honest, I was actively thinking about how can we get this going? I think we're at the
Yeah.
stage now where we need to get a consistent flow of from leads to clients. So that was on my mind. But seeing the ad, I was just like, this is another person with another method. Is this just going to confuse me further and add
Yeah.
another layer of just mumbo jumbo? So I mean, I guess I just watched the video and it made sense. And I was like, yeah, this idea makes sense, but I'll think about it. And I think someone checked in and said, "Oh, do you want to book a call and stuff?" And I just felt in my heart, okay, I will. Why not? Sure. So yeah. So I
Yeah.
think my hesitation was just about, I just don't want to be further confused because
Yeah.
I had so much information, so many ideas, so many methods, but none of them was resulting in a clear path, and I was just hesitant on that.
Yeah, yeah, and I appreciate you being honest on that because yeah, you're right. There is so much out there, and it is very noisy and it is very messy. So
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And so, last question for you, Rolly. I really appreciate you taking the time today. Who would you recommend us to, and why?
I think I would recommend the program to anyone who is starting out in their coaching career. Even if you're not quite sure who you're targeting, as long as you
Yeah.
have something that you you have some idea that this is a need, that you want to serve people with, then I would recommend this program to you because, yeah, I didn't start from a point of I didn't know who I wanted to serve or how I wanted to serve them. I already knew all those things, but maybe
Mm,
you are in a position where you're not, there's some people you want to serve and you have something to serve them with, but you're not quite sure where to start. This program can actually help you with that. And maybe you are far ahead and you're like me, where, okay, I'm getting the leads in, I don't know what to do to get them over the line. Then
yeah.
this program can be for you as well. So coaches at all really at various stages of your career, and you'll find a lot of benefit.
Oh, thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much, Rolly. Like I said, I really do appreciate you taking the time. And yeah, I'm excited to see how you carry on using it going forward. Like you say, you've got it now. Don't need to change it. You just keep doing it and keep
Yeah.
getting what you want out of it. So that's amazing. So again, thank you so much. For anybody watching, you want a bit of context on what the process is, I'll leave a link below. But again, Rolly, thank you.
Thank you.